Hello and welcome, beautiful bright souls. Hello, hello. It's such an honor to be here with you on my channel, Ascension to Love with Alice, a return to union. It is so gorgeous to be here with you. I really do love spending this time with you. So whether you're watching this on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, I really do invite you to connect with me on all of those platforms, whichever platforms you work with more frequently. It'd be an honor to see you there. So do look at, it's the same name, Ascension to Love with Alice, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all the same. And I'm saying a warm welcome to everyone that is returning to this channel. If you are already a subscriber, thank you so much for all your energy. And if you're new to this channel, welcome. This is a place where magic meets mystery. It's a place all about unity consciousness. We are all about the ascension process here. We are all about flying really high while staying grounded and really being that bridge to being that bridge between heaven and earth, right? Between as above, so below. But you're here today watching a sun video, so I really enjoy these. We are going to tap in and tune into the energy of Helios, right? Energy of the of that gorgeous sun, as he moves from Aries, from that fiery instigator sign, that fast-paced Aries, into the very steady and goal-orientated Taurus. So I'm really excited to see what's going to come about here, because we do know that, you know, Taurus being that earth sign, you know, they are very grounded. It's a very sensual sign as well. You know, they're ruled by Venus. So it's going to be very interesting to see what comes up for the month ahead. So the sun moves on the 19th of April, 19th, 20th of April, depending on where you are in the world, from Aries to Taurus, and we'll be there until around the 20th of May, right? So we're going to get started, and I'm just going to invite you all now, if you are enjoying this content, if you do enjoy it at any point, do hit the like button, and if you feel inclined to leave any type of emojis or a comment, it really helps the video gain traction on YouTube, and it helps other people see this reading, right? So it can help other people. And just that simple act of kindness there, and that simple act of love. So thank you so much in advance. So let's get started. I've already got cards coming out here. So we've got Stay Focused, we've got Katumi coming out, we've got Yoga Palma has, I can't even say this, blah blah blah. Let's get my teeth back in, hey. We've got Choose Peace. I'm just you know, when you're having one of those moments where the words just aren't computing and you're like, oh angels, I'm really gonna need a bit of assistance here getting my words out. Oh my gosh, we've got Yogananda coming out here with Choosing Peace. What else are we looking at? They're coming up for this wonderful month. We've got Moses coming out. We've got this Take Charge of the Situation energy. This is really fantastic and fascinating. Look how it's all the guys coming out as well here, because this deck is a mixed deck. So we've got Osiris coming in, and maybe we're going to choose one more as well. I think, yeah. And we've got the Green Man. Okay, so really fantastic, interesting energy coming through here. Telling a bit of a story as the days will turn into weeks in this Taurus sun, right? And the sun, you know, he influences our personality, he influences our and Jesus on the bottom, of course he is. Saying open your heart to love. Can you see that on the camera? I don't know that you can. Let me move that in a little bit. Maybe I'll move you out a little bit as well. So really fascinating how we are, because, you know, traditionally as well, I find Taurus to be quite a feminine sign, yet all these are male ascended masters, which or masculine, I should say, not male, masculine ascended masters. So we've got Yeshua here really governing this whole month, right? This whole month ahead, asking us to keep our hearts open to love, right? Really keep our hearts open. And look at this card here. You know, you've got all these beautiful animals, the sheep, the bears, the lions, the wolves, you know, butterflies in the forest. And we've got the Green Man at the end here, which is that nature and that rebirth energy as well. Now, what's really fascinating with having Yeshua coming in here for this Taurus sun, because the sun, you know, he really influences our personality, right? He really influences, you know, our goals and our aspirations. And I love how we literally have various different types of animals, right? Because it's like, you know, we're getting guided to be a little bit flexible in this Taurus sun, and Taurus tends to not necessarily be the most flexible of signs. Doesn't tend to be the most flexible of energies. Yeah, we are being asked to be flexible here, showing up with all these different animals on the cards. Now, we are getting reminded to stay focused as well, because when the sun was in Aries, right, we've got all these goals, we've got all these very fast-paced, quick time, and time does tend to slow down a little bit through the Taurus sun versus the Aries sun. But we've got Katumi here saying, please stay focused. Stay focused and choose peace. So it does indicate that there may be some, it's going to continue to kind of have these peaks and flows that we've been experiencing. As time has gone by, we've had these peaks and flows of all this energy, this light crashing in, and all this Christ light, right? All this Christ light has been crashing into our, and I use the word crashing because that's what it's felt like. It's not really felt smooth and flowing anymore like it was last year, for example. It was smoothly, kind of gently coming in. Now it's literally going wave after wave after wave, and look at this, we even have that with Moses here in this card. Now, having Yogananda come in here with choosing peace, what our routine, our morning routine, our daily routine looks like is really going to impact how we move through this Taurus sun. Because Taurus is a great time to really kind of collect really anchor in your goals, your aspirations, whatever you started out with Aries. You'll start to see that return on investment in Taurus, but we do have to remember to stay focused, not get distracted by whatever is going on outside, because there will be distractions. I'm just going to put that out there. There will be distractions, and to remain in that peaceful state, right, which is really interesting because it's followed by Moses with all this, and like we were saying before, these waves, right, crashing into our beautiful, beautiful planet, and really and the purpose of that is to allow us to create space for more light, right? It's always to create space for more light. And but we have to also kind of notice the emotions that are coming up as and when they're coming up, because the whole purpose of emotions is literally just to kind of show you a snapshot of what it is that you need to look at right now, right? So a lot of people, a lot of us, and I've done this in the past many times, we get we feel an emotion and it's not a great emotion, we don't like the feel of it, and then we get stuck there, and then we keep kind of replaying it and going over and over again. That's not what emotion is meant to do. Emotion is simply there to indicate to you, to show to you, oh, there is something out of alignment here that's been triggered by this phrase, this person, this whatever. Take note of what it is, right? That's what an emotion is meant to do. And then and then the emotion gets released as we illuminate with love whatever is coming in there. Now, with Osiris coming in, and especially with the Green Man, and especially with Yeshua, I find this all fascinating, simply because, so Osiris, the legend of Osiris, or especially the Isis Osiris lineage, right, which extends to that Magdalene lineage, right? So if you resonate with Magdalenes, if you resonate with Isis, it's all from that same lineage. Now, what's really fascinating here is there is a common theme with 1, 2, 3 of these cards, and that is that birth, death, and regeneration, birth, death, rebirth, birth, death, resurrection, right? It's the same theme, it's the same thing, it's the same right. Right. Now, why I say this is really fascinating is because, this isn't Isis coming out here. Maybe last month we had Isis coming out. I think there was that emphasis on the feminine energy. I can't remember. But what I have noticed from the last month and where we're up to is there's been a lot of this like mother and sisterhood kind of wounding, this divine feminine wounding to be healed in the last month, whereas we're getting indications now that it's actually going to shift to the divine masculine, and that's how the dance of the sacred masculine, sacred feminine work. The divine feminine, she holds the space. She does the healing, she holds the space, and the divine masculine catches up, right? And, and he does the same for her in many other ways, right? He was holding the space for her last month in goal setting and actually going forward and taking aligned action, right? So it is that quid pro quo, they do balance out, and they're meant to. But what's really interesting here is it feels like it's the masculine, the divine masculine is going to go through initiation this month. It's going to be right at the sepulchre, and this is coming in nearer the end of the month here, so it's going to be it is going to be nearer the end, probably coming up to that Gemini, probably closer to the Gemini sun, right? So near the last 10 days or so of the month, it feels like the masculine within each and every one of us is going to have that rebirth moment. It really is. But we have to remain in love. The whole point of the rites of the sepulchre, the whole points of initiations, karmic initiations, the whole point of all of that is to create more space, is to identify and illuminate within our heart space, within our body, within our cellular memory, within our soul memory, where there is a lack of love, where there is a lack of light, where there is separation, where there is fear, right? And we go into the depths of those shadows and we face them head on. We don't run scared. We don't go, oh, it feels a bit, I don't want to look at this just yet. When you can have the courage and bravery to get really comfortable with the uncomfortable, that's when we start to face those shadows, and that's when we start to really take charge of the situation here. So mid-month there is going to be, mid-sun month, there is going to be something massive come in, right? Whatever that is. I'm sorry, I'm just receiving a message here, and I actually feel like this is actually relating to either a global announcement or a national announcement, depending on where you are. So this is going to be around the end of, around the end of April, around the end of April, start of May, where it feels like there is going to be an announcement, and there's going to be a choice that we're going to be able to make in a level, and it's going to be about standing in our power. It's going to be about taking charge. It's going to be about moving back into our own sovereignty, right? Rather than passively hoping someone else is going to fix the situation, So I'm hoping people are reading between the lines there with what I'm saying. Because any energy, any energy in the masculine or feminine, for it to be sovereign, is not to be passive in any way, shape or form when it comes to action, when it comes to moving forward, right? That's very much a wound if we're trying to be passive and hoping someone else is going to come and do something for us. No one's coming to save you, right? You're doing that yourself. That's why we are here on this planet. We're here to realize that. We're here to remember that. And it feels like this is really going to start to play out in this Taurus sun, right? Which is really, really fascinating. I have some dragon cards wanting to come out. I haven't even stipulated what this row is going to be for yet. So I'm just going to wait for that to drop in. I might pull the next few cards just in general. I feel like this one and this one. I think they're just wanting to bring a deeper message actually to whatever's going on. Yeah, we've got Earth and Air Dragon here. So this is a perfect balance of heaven and earth. Did we not just talk about that at the very start of this video? And that's what it is. That's the balance of the masculine and feminine as well, It's about staying grounded, right? It's about staying grounded because there's so many people seeking ascension. There's so many people that are struggling with the density of Earth, struggling with the lessons that we are going through right now. But the thing is that we've chosen to be here through this time because we didn't want to just wait till it's all done and arrive in the happy golden age. We wanted to actually create that and birth that ourselves, right? So in order to do that, we have to remember that we are made up of the earth. And I didn't even get to the green man here before the dragons jumped out. But the green man is all about that regeneration, right? It's a very fertile card. It's a very, young lover, hunter kind of energy in that green man, So your goals, your what it is that you're really here to do, and especially with that regeneration aspect, right? All that is born of the earth will eventually return to the earth. We are made up of that, right? And when we are born, when we are given this physical vehicle, which is what the body is, the body that we're currently in is that physical vehicle, right? And that changes, over time as we come back and we do that whole, that dance on this planet or other planets or whatever. And what's really interesting is that we are made up of this planet. So if we want this planet to ascend and the collective to ascend, we are that bridge, right? And what that really means when we get the air and earth dragons coming in here to say stay balanced and grounded, manifest your hopes and dreams, it's like whatever is coming in from above, we draw down and anchor it below. That's the whole point of being that bridge, right? Is that whatever light codes are coming in, we have to integrate and assimilate that. So we have to pair up and have that nice balance of like facing the shadows when they come up, taking rest when we need the rest, but then when we are inspired in action, going for it and actually doing that actively. This is a very active month, right? To keep your blinkers on and keep going and keep leading with the heart, right? And this is the point. It's like check everything in with your heart first. It doesn't matter who you're listening to or anything like that. It could be me, it could be anyone else, it could be another spiritual teacher. There's someone that's got a massive following. You could resonate with all that they're saying. This is a month of discernment as well. This is why Katumi's here. And Yeshua, right? Because when we allow our hearts to kind of weigh everything in those scales, right? That's when we know what is truth and what isn't. That's when we know what we will be supported in by the divine. And the thing is, there is no greater force than the divine, right? So it doesn't matter who is saying what in the world and what they are trying to enforce. If you are aligned with your heart and with love, if that is open, you will be supported by the divine. There's a higher purpose there. And that's really, really important to know. We've got the black dragon. Oh, yep. All about cocooning us so that our divine potential grows, right? So I love that we were literally just saying, you know, take the rest when you need it, because this is about when it's integrating here. And look at this planet. There's so much nature energy, and there would be, because it's a Taurus sun, right? There's that earth energy coming in there. So earth signs, you're going to love this. You're going to love this space of time. Some earth signs may feel like they want to incubate more, and it's kind of, you know, make sure that you get that balance, get outside to let Mother Earth replenish and rejuvenate you, and your energy fields. But I love here that the black dragon is coming in underneath Katumi, just emphasizing that message of staying focused. And it really is, you know, allowing, look, we've got these little beautiful twinkly stars dropping down, and then it's like nourishing this plant. And this is you growing, right? Cocooning. You know, this is about the metamorphosis that you go through, right? And, you know, we can choose to learn through pain or through love, right? We don't have to feel, we don't have to perceive everything that we experience from a negative perspective. There is always the flip side of that, right? You know, someone says, oh, it's raining, isn't it miserable weather? And then there's another person that says, oh my gosh, it's raining, can we go dance in the rain? Do you know what I mean? It's like, what perspective do you have on things, right? Where is your focus? You know, Thor's red, black and golden dragon protecting you in time of change, right? We are, and underneath the choosing peace card here, you know, this is rapid transformation time, which kind of contradicts a little bit of the Taurus energy, because Tauruses aren't that rapid. Generally speaking, the energy of it, right? You know, and the really interesting thing is, like, on an imbalanced side, Taurus energy can kind of get you know, what's the word, where they kind of just want to stay in and do nothing. That's the imbalance of it. And we're not really looking at imbalances here, but what's really fascinating is that the reason why I feel like that came up is because, you know, there is a lot of change happening, and there can be trauma responses of inaction. We don't act, right? We freeze, right? It's fight, flight, or freeze, you know, and that might come up for a few people during this space of time. So just be aware of that, be cognizant of that, and ask for support. You've got a team of lights that are literally around you 24/7, but because we have that beautiful gift, that beautiful catch-22 of free will, will, you know, they won't intervene unless we ask them to. They won't help or influence or inspire us unless we ask them to. So be open to that. Keep your heart open to that, you know. You are protected. Call on Archangel Michael. These dragons work with Archangel Michael, right? Call upon Archangel Michael to support you and remind you that you're safe. And you can do that every day. You can do that every hour, whatever you need to do, right? Whatever is perfect for you. And look at that, it's upside down. I don't even have reversals in this deck, but I find that fascinating. So this is a very important message right now. And we've got that Saturn energy coming through now. We've got Black Dragon and Black Dragon from Saturn, right? Powerful, powerful duo coming in here already. I mean, there's a theme of black, right? Which, you know, black can be a couple of things. It's the absence of all light, right? Shadows, but it's also the divine feminine, you know? It's that, it's the, that yin energy, you know? And the black dragon from Saturn, Saturn can often be construed as a planet of constriction and restriction, and that's not actually what it is. It's spiritual discipline, and that's why we're here. This whole planet is a mystery schools for us. It's a platform for us to go through rapid soul ascension. That's why we choose to come here, you guys. Just in case you weren't aware, that's why we choose to come here, because we thought it'd be so much fun to actually experience all these things, and especially with it being Taurus, you know, you've got the sensuality and sexuality that you don't get on other planets as well with the human body, right? We get to experience all that. We get to experience all these shadows, all these tests, all these challenges, all these contrasts, and we get to manifest and create. We get to be a physical, we get to drive a physical body, right? A physical vehicle whilst we're creating and manifesting. We get to experience that challenge of going, I really want to create that, but like, how difficult can I make the path? Right? That's kind of what humans do. Or let's flip it over. How smooth can I make that? The black dragons from Saturn, this is about acknowledging as well that, you know, you have reached a point of spiritual discipline. You have reached a point of illumination and enlightenment already, which is incredible, right? But then continue to focus and continue to concentrate on the light. Continue to not get distracted by the waves crashing around you. Be the eye in the hurricane. It's so important for this Taurus sun that you are in the calmness in the eye of that hurricane. And look, I'm seeing that getting drawn back to here with that choose piece of that circle. Be in the center of that circle. Don't get drawn away from it and get caught up in the wind, right? Because that will want to try and, you know, literally that will want to try and, you know, distract you. these are incredible dragons to call upon. They really are. I call upon these dragons whenever I feel like I'm facing any shadows, whenever I feel like I'm about to go through initiation, or I'm at the start, mid, or end of initiation. I call upon these dragons quite a lot, just to help really bring calmness, peace, and serenity as well, and a deeper understanding to what is going on. And they are great for that deeper understanding, right? So be sure to call upon them for that. And Source Dragon, of course, we have Source Dragon coming in here. This dragon is the highest frequency. And the thing about dragons as well, and I love using this deck of cards, is that dragons are that bridge between the angels and the archangels and you know, the higher frequency beings, the ascended masters. They are able to impact between the frequencies that humans reside and that angels and the other ascended beings reside at, right? So what that means is that when the energy is a little bit denser, maybe it's like fourth dimension, and there's lots of stages, there's lots of kind of parts of that fourth dimension, right? To actually navigate through. Whether you know, some people don't necessarily kind of see that at this point. They think it's just kind of like a room that you go into and you walk through it to the fifth. That's not exactly how it works. But what's great about the dragons is they actually can access and help burn away and help you know, clear some of the lower energies around you, right? And all of these are at least fifth dimension and above, I think. I'm not sure about the earth and air, that might be fourth dimension, but all of these are fifth dimension and above, right? And they're all of unconditional love. They don't have the ego, right? So they are here to help us. They are here to serve and work with us, right? And it's about us cultivating a relationship with them as well. But with the Source Dragon coming in, this is about attuning us to the infinite. So once we've gone through the spiritual test, we then have the Source Dragon coming in, you know? And that's about kind of staying in the stillness, right? That's why we have Osiris here. The legend of Osiris is that Isis brought him back, right? Isis brought him back. He was scattered all over, like his body was scattered all over the planet, and she brought him back with alchemy, with tantric alchemy, right? And you know, understanding the deep mysteries of the divine feminine and the divine masculine, you know, and she embodied that. And you know, and if you are looking to learn more about the deep mysteries of the divine feminine, do have a look at the Rebirthing the Goddess program that I run, because it's an incredible program where we really look into those deeper mysteries and actually start to tap into those after we have healed and realigned the soul that is wounded and distorted, right? The feminine that is wounded and needing that healing and understanding, right? And it's incredible. So the instructions for that, the extra info for that will be in the comments below. Or just book a one-to-one, right? I am open for one-to-ones right now as well, for readings and quantum healings. But we have Source Dragon coming in here. I'm really excited to see who this is. Orion, hello. The White Dragon from Orion. This is about your ascension process, right? This is about bringing in, this dragon brings in all the knowledge that you've had, and this is what this Rite of the Sepulchre is about. This is what the initiations are about, right? Is drawing in that light and the understanding and the knowledge from all your previous lifetimes, from source, literally going to source. That's what that death aspect is. It's not that your body is necessarily going to die. It's not. That's not the point of it. The point is that, you know, you have ego death, right? If I was pulling Archangel cards, I wonder if Archangel Samiel would come out here, because that is what he is about, right? He works with Metatron to help us shed the ego as quick as possible. And to do that, you know, they arrange all the initiations that we have, right? Because we choose to do that with them. So, you know, we go through the test. We are safe. We're cocooning, we're receiving, we're safe, we're bridging between heaven and earth. We are going through the test, and then we go up to source and we go, oh my gosh, look at all this light, this like bliss that I'm feeling, this joy, this exuberance, this ineffable, incredible deliciousness. And then we bring that down, and then we anchor it in, you know, we process it, we integrate it, we regenerate. And look at that, heart. This is about your wings expanding and growing in light, you guys. This Taurus Sun. What an interesting spread of cards to come out. You know, I'm really fascinated by this. I want to see. Let's see. Should we see if there's any other messages that we haven't really called upon? Like, what do we need to? How can we best navigate this then, you guys? Let's have a look at that. What can we do to best navigate whatever initiation we're about to go through? Nature. So we've got this lightning card coming in. So nature, manifest, yeah. And believe in yourself. Okay, so, and self-reflection. Okay, I'm just going to pop you there as well. So this is really interesting. So this nature card is about you know, this is about discernment, this card. This nature card here is about discernment. It's about really choosing what you're tapping into. I'm going to say that again. Really focusing, really choosing to shift your perspective, because there is a lot of energy around. Some of it is really positive, some of it is equally not, right? And it's where our perspective is, because you feel it all anyway. This card is about feeling it all. This card is about, you know, being an empath. This card is about, you know, whatever you're going through. This card is just about being a sensitive soul, and you feeling everything and feeling that connection with the earth, with the sun, with everything, with people, and shifting your focus. And you see here this angel, he's grabbing the hold of the lightning, and he's got no fear, he's got no pain, he's not experiencing any discomfort with that. But it's literally like, and look, he's right over Thor's dragon, and Thor's, you know, Thor is that kind of like thunder god, hey? But this card here is really emphasizing to me that discernment. So what do we need to know to navigate this is discernment. Where are you shifting your focus? If you focus on all the things that you think are going wrong in the world, guess what's going to manifest? Yeah. If you're focusing on the light that is going to come from it, if you're focusing on the love that is around you, if you're focusing on the connection that you can build, if you're focusing on all the beautiful things in the world, guess what's going to manifest, right? And you do have this incredible power. You do have this incredible power to co-create with Source, to manifest what you desire, to manifest all your bliss and much, much more, right? But the thing is that the world is a reflection of ourself, right? That's what this message is here. The world is a reflection of ourself, and we're really being encouraged to make the most of this month, to make the most of this energy, because this is going to lead us to ascension. It really, really is. It's going to lead us to really building our new paradigm, and it's going to lead us to ease and flow quicker if you're working with this energy. If you choose to ignore this energy, or if you don't tap into the self-discipline that you need on the soul level to go through it and face the shadows, then it's just going to repeat. The cycle repeats and repeats, you know. So if you're working with these cards underneath here, and you're working with this energy through this Taurus sun, you know, you're really going to move into ease and flow and grace and joy and abundance really, really swiftly, smoothly, before many other people, and your reality is just going to be totally different, you know, to the rest of the world. But what this card here, this self-reflection, is really emphasizing to best utilize this is we have to keep going inwards. The more you point your projection out, the more you say, they say this, he's doing that, this person's always doing this person's this and this, guess what? You're ignoring the fact that that is already within you, because the law of attraction is only bringing you those experiences. You're only experiencing that from another person because it's within you. The whole purpose of and everyone mirrors everyone, right? This world is based on mirroring. Right, this is part of why we're here, right? Is, you know, we're given this body, and it's like, okay, you're at level 1, okay, next level, level up, next level, level up. You know, you want to go save the princess in the tower, little Mario pun or whatever. And it's funny because we get the emotions that help us navigate. So that's what this card also represents, right? That discernment, that emotion as well. The emotions help pinpoint what isn't in alignment, because our natural essence is to be really happy, that cork bobbles up to the top of the water, you know, really, really wonderful stuff. And the next thing that we're given is this self-reflection, is this mirroring, right? The law of attraction shows us the mirroring. We are manifesting constantly. And, you know, and yeah, compassion is underneath there. And it does help with that. That's the whole point. The more we can look within, and the more we can go, that's an interesting response from that person. We either choose to have compassion, or we choose to go within, or we choose to do both. That's really the only way that we navigate and that we grow through this, and we find our true bliss. It really is. It's as simple as that, right? You know, someone's saying something and doing something. Can we listen to them without feeling judgment? And what that means is, if someone is saying something, can we listen to them and just go, I honor how you're feeling, you know? Not, oh, you don't have to feel like this because of this, or, you know, that person's being this because of this. No, just listen to one another, connect with one another, and do that with yourself as well, you guys. Mirror work, look at yourself, right? Everything that's showing up is a reflection of self. So this is how to best navigate it, and you really are manifesting like really quickly, really, really quickly, and it's going to physically show up in Taurus as well. That's the whole point of a Taurus, is that they're bringing that down to the earth, right? They're anchoring it into the earth. So I'm going to pull one final card here because I feel like I've been talking for a very long time. In the meantime, I do hope to see you in my Facebook group, the Isis Dream Temple. The link is in the description box below, and I really hope to see you guys, you know, wherever, right? Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Drop me a comment. I always love reading them. I always love responding to them. And we do have daily Archangel guidance on the Facebook and Instagram as well, right? So that's also really awesome. But in the meantime, if you are called to reaching out to get more clarity about your situation, about whatever's going on, about whatever you're trying to navigate, and you want to get that going in more ease, with more ease, flow, and abundance around you, drop me a message, you guys. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to serve. So if you resonate with my readings, if you resonate with my energy, then please feel very welcome to check in with me about booking an angelic guidance session or a quantum healing. And like I say, that Rebirth in the Goddess program is so wonderful, if that calls to you too. So that's enough chatter for now. Let's pull one final card of guidance to leave you guys with. And it looks like it's this one, Waning Moon. Okay, perfect. So that's the card I actually pulled today as well. We've got Waning Moon. I'm going to leave you with both of these, Waning Moon and Fire. So Waning Moon is all about that introspection, that self-inventory. Do be sure to subscribe to the channel and click on the notification so that you can get notified of the weekly angelic updates and the moon ones, the moon readings that we do, just because these will help you go week by week and navigate in a little bit more depth and detail for the specific time frame that you're in, rather than a full space of 30 days, which is what we're doing here. It'll help with the day by day and the week by week, and how the moon is going to layer over that. But we've got fire, purification, transmutation being a massive thing here. This is what we're about to embark upon with this Taurus sun, which is fascinating, really. And the waning moon is all about that slowing down of things, introspection, self-inventory, checking ourselves, right? It really is. And where we want to grow, where we want to what we want to focus on, what we want to expand, because like we said at the start and all the way through this, whatever we focus on expands and grows, right? So I'm going to send you all so much love. I appreciate you all so much, and I look forward to connecting with you all soon. Many blessings, and bye for now.